Ethan didn't even realize what he just did at first. He said, "Yeah, I got something to say." And now everyone was looking at him. That's where it got a little awkward. It wasn't planned. It wasn't even serious. Just one of those small moments that happen without warning. And then suddenly, you're in it. And in his head, it already sounded good. Clean, confident, smooth. Like he'd say it, and it would just land. You're welcome back to this channel, guys. And if you're new here, I tell real, relatable stories that hit a little deeper. We post twice a week, so if you're into that, just relax and let's continue. It was just a small hangout, nothing deep. A few friends sitting outside, plastic chairs, someone playing music quietly from their phone, conversations overlapping, people laughing, interrupting each other. Normal. And then it shifted. Someone started talking about confidence. Another person added something about speaking your mind more. And then someone looked at Ethan. "Ethan, you always be quiet. Say something now." It wasn't pressure, not really, but it landed. Before he could think too much about it, he nodded. "Yeah, I got something to say." That small moment, because in his head, it made sense. He'd already pictured it. Start simple. Say something thoughtful. End clean. Maybe a few nods. Maybe a "that's true." Nothing big. Just solid. But here's the thing. That version of him only existed in his head. Now, everyone was quiet. Looking at him. Waiting. And suddenly, the space felt bigger than it was. Ethan shifted slightly in his seat. "Yeah, so, First pause. That second pause. It wasn't long, but it felt long. His brain was still trying to catch up to the version of him that already spoke perfectly. "I feel like, sometimes..." He stopped again. Wait, why did that already sound wrong? That wasn't how it started in his head. He blinked once, then again, and now he could feel it. That quiet pressure. Not loud, but there. Everyone still looking. Not judging, not saying anything, just waiting. And that's when it shifts. Because now, he's not just speaking anymore. He's thinking about how he sounds while trying to speak. Like, you know when, "People." He nodded slightly as he talked, like it would help the sentence make sense. It didn't. Someone adjusted their phone. Another shifted in their seat. Small things. But Ethan noticed everything. That's the problem with moments like that. You notice everything. The silence between words. The way someone looks away for a second. The tiny movements that suddenly feel loud. And now, his thoughts are louder than his voice. Why did I say I had something to say? He cleared his throat. What I'm trying to say is... And then, that second pause came back. Except this time, it stayed longer. Because now he couldn't even remember how the perfect version started. It was there before. Clear, smooth, confident. Now, nothing. Just pieces. And every time he tried to grab one, it slipped. "Yeah, I just feel like we should, A small hand gesture. Like the sentence would finish itself. It didn't. Someone gave a small nod. Encouraging. But somehow, that made it worse. Because now it felt like he had to land it. Like there was an ending waiting for him. But he didn't even know where he was in the sentence anymore. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. But it was that kind of awkward that sits quietly in the air. Ethan exhaled lightly. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Not planned. Not strong. Just an exit. A soft one. A slightly confused one. There was a small pause after. Then someone said, "Yeah, I get you." Another nodded. True. And just like that, the moment moved on. Someone cracked a joke. Another topic came in. Everything went back to normal, but Ethan stayed in it for a second longer. That small moment, that second pause, the version in his head compared to what actually came out. And the funny part? If no one had asked him to speak, he probably wouldn't have thought about it at all. But now, it stayed. Because confidence feels very real until the moment arrives. Ethan leaned back slightly, listening again. Quiet, normal, like nothing happened. And if you've ever had a moment like that, you probably get it. So, yeah, like the video, subscribe, and stick around. There's always